Hey everyone, welcome back to another video and Happy New Year to each and every one of you. I know my American friends are about to enter into 2025. We're in the future over here in Australia. We entered into the brand new year last night, which I woke up this morning going, wow, we're already in 2025. How incredible is that? So I hope that you guys are staying safe out there. And I hope and I pray that this year, especially for you all, is the best and the biggest year yet. So I've got a lot of exciting things happening this year that I cannot wait for. So be prepared, my friends. Be prepared. 2025, here we come. All right, with that all being said, my friends, I thought that I would start off the year with an actual banger. Someone that I don't actually know is blasting someone that I do know, Dave Chappelle, for apparently these so-called anti-trans jokes in a new Netflix special. Now, when Dave Chappelle enters on the scene, he's funny. He's the GOAT of comedy. He's just, everyone knows who Dave Chappelle is. This woman, Michelle Bateau, whatever the hell her name is, I've got no idea. I've never heard of her before at all. And apparently the New York Post thought that it would be a good idea to have an article written in the way that this is written. Like Michelle Bateau blasts Dave Chappelle for anti-trans jokes in new Netflix special. It's not funny, it's dangerous. Well, woman, it's 2025. Lighten up. Trump's going to be in office very, very soon, and comedy is going to return. And the likes of people such as yourself, which I have no idea who the hell you are, maybe someone in the comments can let me know who she is. And I could not be bothered. Okay, just me being honest, I could not be bothered to even look up what this woman does. I only care about Dave Chappelle. I don't think Dave Chappelle needs defending in this case, but let's just have a look at the New York Post article, shall we, and see what it has to say. Michelle Bateau isn't laughing. Clearly, she seems like a very, very funny woman. My friends, very, very funny. If you can't tell the sarcasm in my voice, what's going on? Oh, she's apparently a comedian. She's a comedian that doesn't laugh. How does that work? You may be wondering. Well, it doesn't. Like, mate, you got to understand, comedy's comedy. Like, lighten the hell up. It's like Candace Owens the other day. She's still ranting and raving about the joke that the Babylon Bee made about her, and she got offended by it. Now, personally, I don't get offended by jokes. I do not get offended by jokes. The only joke that I say do not do is don't mock God. And I know people are going to leave in the comments, what God are you talking about? You know, all that sort of stuff. Plain and simple, you don't want to mock God. Otherwise, you're going to end up finding out the hard way. That's the only one that I'll be like, doesn't mean that you can't do it. I'll just say, don't do it because it may not end out too well for you. Anyway, aside from that, everything's on the table. Let's go for it. It's comedy. We would need to laugh. We love to laugh, etc., etc. So the comedian blasted Dave Chappelle for frequently making jokes about the transgender community during a set in her new Netflix comedy special, Michelle Bateau, a Beautiful Mind at Radio City Music Hall, which was released on Tuesday. Bateau, 47, brought up Chappelle after sharing an anecdote about a black lesbian friend of hers. Some of the audience laughed at the story, while others appeared uncomfortable. Bateau drew attention to the diversity of those reactions, saying that comedians should be able to tell jokes and stories and not disparage a whole community. Okay, so wait a minute. You're getting angry at Dave Chappelle for making jokes about the transgender community in your new Netflix comedy special, Michelle Bateau. So you're having a dig or a go at Dave Chappelle for clout? Is that it? Like you want to seem like you're a great comedian, so you go after the GOAT of comedy. Not a good move. Not a very smart move. And They don't want to disparage the whole community, but yet you're contradicting yourself because you're going after people that love Dave Chappelle, and that's a community in of itself, if you ask me. We can do that. We can make it funny, Batu told the crowd. We just have to work at it, right? Turning to Chappelle, she said, so if you ever run into Dave Chappelle, can you let him know that what? What in the world are you saying, woman? I don't think he knows that shit, I think, is what she's saying. So let's go back to this. Turning to Chappelle, she said, so if you ever run into Dave Chappelle, can you let him know that, okay? I don't think he knows that. Jokingly referring to Chappelle as the GOAT, which typically abbreviates the moniker greatest of all time, which he is. Batu said that where he's concerned, GOAT actually stands for going off on trans people. Yeah, that's pretty good. I like that. Going off on trans people. Oh, that one made me laugh. Well done, Michelle. You may not have tried to be funny with that one, but it made me laugh because I know that Dave Chappelle is making a mockery and making jokes about the trans community because, well, why the hell not? Dave, it's not funny. It's dangerous, she said to applause. Make it funny. He is funny. He's considerably a lot more funny than you are. I can't believe somebody would make millions and millions of dollars making people feel unsafe. Well, we all know that people in the trans community or just the LGBT whatever community, a vast majority of them don't have a funny bone in their entire body. Like it just goes. The moment you start believing in the woke nonsense and ideology, all sense of humor just flies out the window, especially if they're making fun of your so-called community. Can't do that. No, that's completely off limits, apparently. Ridiculous. Making people feel unsafe. That is totally wild to me. Truly. Well, what are you doing? You're making money off of telling Dave Chappelle off for making jokes. Like, oh boy. I'm manifesting this, you know what, tonight. She went on, this is a Radio City Music Hall takeover, and I'm going to tell everybody I want to make millions and millions of dollars for making people feel safe, seen, secure, heard, and entertained. Jeez, Louise, shut up. I hate those buzzwords. Oh, I'm going to make people feel seen, safe, secure, heard, and entertained. You're at a comedy show. You're there to laugh. You're not there to feel safe, secure, heard, and entertained. Well, entertained, maybe. But this whole idea, I've got to feel safe and seen and secure and heard at a comedy show. I can't be offended by any of the jokes. Then don't go. Stay at home, do jack all, and just live a miserable life for all I care. Let the rest of us enjoy comedy. Batu elaborated on her feelings towards Chappelle in an interview with USA Today published on Tuesday. I'm not saying you can't say these things, but I'm going to blast you for saying them anyway. I'm just saying, can you make it funny? He is funny. Like, maybe not to you because you're not a funny comedian, because it doesn't feel funny. Well, she told the outlet, you're hurting people and you're making it dangerous. No, he's not. And it's not just Chappelle. It's part of the culture that I don't understand. Batu continued, when people say we can't do what we used to do, yeah, slavery used to be legal, you guys. Sometimes we've got to move forward, and I'm sorry if it's different, but wrap your little mind. For goodness sake, this woman. She's woke as woke can be, and she's complaining over nothing. She's telling, the irony in this, she's telling an actual funny comedian to be more funny about jokes that she doesn't like or agree with, and yet she's not even funny herself. Chappelle came under fire after he made jokes all the way back in the 2021 Netflix comedy special The Closer, which was seen by many as being transphobic. Undeterred, the comedian refused to apologize and even doubled down on his comments in the Dreamer his 2023 special for the streaming giants and Netflix, and we had the whole, you know, we're going to stage a coup and all that sort of other nonsense. So anyway, I don't see how this Michelle character got like an audience at all, because she ain't funny. And if people think that she is funny, I'm gobsmacked. I really am. How about that for the 1st of January, ladies and gentlemen? Anyway, you guys take care. You be blessed, and I'll see you all in the next video.